Yes.
Okay, so data encapsulation and decapsulation is a process in networking. This is a process that we use in software also, but in networking, in computer networking, the data encapsulation and decapsulation is happen when the data is going out from your computer, and whenever a receiver is receiving the data, then de-encapsulation will happen. Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so in the networking model, the terms encapsulation and de-encapsulation refer to a process in which protocol information is added to the data and removed from the data when it passes through the layers. Got my point?
Yes.
Okay, and the next thing is protocol information can be added before and after the data. If information is added before the data, it is known as header, and if information is added after the data, it is known as trailer. For
Okay.
example, this is your data. If something
Okay.
is, if something is, computer is trying to add here, then this is your header and this is your trailer. It depends on the data and the layer. Fine.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
De-encapsulation. De-encapsulation is a process in which whenever a computer is receiving the data, then it will decapsulate the packet or PDU, protocol data unit, PDU. It will remove the PDU layer by layer. We will see that. See if you
Okay.
can see the diagram properly. Okay.
Can you maximize the screen? Okay. No. No problem. I can maximize it. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Now it's fine.
Yes, I can see it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Great. Great. So here, what is happening? Your sending computer on your left hand side. Whenever you are sending a data, then on application layer, presentation layer, and session layer, on these layers, your data will be a data only. The PDU,
Okay.
protocol data unit, will be data only. Whenever it is coming
Okay.
down after the session layer, it is coming down to transport layer here. On the transport layer, so it will give one header, that is segment header, right?
Mm-hmm.
Segment header will add in this, and this is your data and this is your L L4 header. This is your L4 header, right? When it is coming down, then L3 header. L3 header, I will
Okay.
tell you in this way.
L4 is layer 4, is it?
Yeah, this is your data. Whenever it is coming
Okay.
down, so this is L7. When it is coming down, this is L6, L7,
Okay.
and your data. Okay. Now this will come down to session layer. Then session layer will add his header, and this is L5 header, L6 header,
Okay.
L7 header, and this is your data. When it is coming down towards transport layer, then transport layer will give one more header, L4, L5 is previous one,
Okay.
L6, L7, and this is your data. Then it is coming down.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if you can see on
Okay.
the diagram, on transport layer, this is segment header plus your data. After that, it is coming down to network layer. Then packet header plus segment header and then data. Then it is
Okay.
coming down to data link
Okay.
layer. Then this whole data, the previous one, the new header will join, that is frame header. Okay, this frame header
Okay.
will come down to physical layer, now the data, whatever your data is, computer will change into binary numbers 0 and 1. Correct?
Okay.
Okay. So now,
Okay.
after converting into binary bits, your physical layer or your medium, this is your medium, it will convert into signals or waves or optical fiber lights and all. Then whenever it is going towards the receiving computer, then decapsulation will happen.
Okay.
Right? Then this decapsulation will happen. Correct? So now,
Okay.
so from data link layer on your right hand side now, every layer will check the header associated with that only. For example, if you are going towards your office, your security guard will not check the data whatever you have in your laptop. Correct?
Yes, yes. He will only check the access card or ID card.
Access card and that card, right? ID card. Okay,
Yes.
great.
Yes.
So the data link layer will check only frame header and it will see that yes, after checking the frame header, it will found source MAC address, destination MAC address, and if there is any kind of error detection is there, so error detection is a part of data link layer. It will check for error detection. If there is any error in that frame, it will drop that. If the MAC address is not, for example, the MAC address of receiving system is CCDD, okay? Okay, and the data is coming towards receiving computer. On the data link layer, it will see the MAC address. Data link layer only check the MAC address if the MAC address is CCDD in the destination address, right? Source MAC address will be different, but the destination address is CCDD, then it will allow the frame to forward towards network layer, and otherwise it will drop the packet.
Okay.
You got my point?
Oh, yes, yes.
Okay. Now, when your this data will go up towards network layer, right? So network layer, what is the work of network layer? Only checking the L3 informations, correct? Simple is that. Layer 3 information, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. And layer 3 information, what are the layer 3? 1 minute. So the layer 3 information are your source IP address.
Source IP, destination IP.
Correct. Destination IP address. That's it. It will remove the packet header. On network layer, the PDU is packet header. It will remove the packet header and it will check the source and destination address. It will only check the destination address. If the destination address belongs to the receiving computer, it will pass the data towards transport layer, and if the destination IP address is not matching, it will drop the packet. Got my point?
Oh, okay, okay.
So this is de-encapsulation. In the de-encapsulation, every layer is removing the packet associated with that and forward that particular data to the higher layer. To the higher, to the higher layer. Now the transport layer. When your data will reach to transport layer, it is segment header plus data, correct? Here.
Yes. Yes, yes.
Okay. So it will check the segment header now. What it will check in segment? It will check this data is a TCP connection or UDP connection. What kind of data is it? Because whenever you are sending a data from your computer, for example, you are sending one mail address, you are sending your data through Gmail, so it will be a TCP. If you are sending,
Okay.
yeah, if you are sending something that is not TCP, that belongs to UDP, for example, if you are seeing a cricket match, live cricket match or football match, right, so that is UDP. So the transport layer will check the data belongs to TCP or UDP. If it is TCP, then it will give the instructions to session layer, please make one session. You got my point?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
See, the security guard is telling to your company by calling that one person is standing outside. He is the main employee of the he is the employee of the company. Okay, so what your seniors will do, your seniors will create a session or a tunnel a or they will give a clear instructions that this person belongs to our company, let him come in. Okay, means
Yes, correct.
session layer. See, this is transport layer and it is telling to session layer that this is a TCP, so create a session. So create a session. If it is a UDP data, then there is no need to create a session. Session layer will forward the packet or data towards presentation layer.
Oh, okay.
Just imagine that
Okay.
transport layer found that the data needs a session, a reliable connection, or reliable connection, he needs a reliable or unreliable. Correct? Transport layer is telling to session layer. At session layer will create a reliable or unreliable. If it is reliable, then it will make a three-way handshake. Got my point?
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So now the data is coming towards presentation layer. Now on the presentation layer, when the presentation layer will remove the header from the data, it will find that this data belongs to MP4 data, this is doc file, this is PPT, this, this is MPEG, this is MP4. What kind of data is it? Mainly there are three kinds of data, right? One is audio, second one is video, and the third one is word format, right?
Okay.
Audio, video, and word format. Or you can say, see, audio belongs to voice, video belongs to your videos, and this is word. Right now we are doing video conferencing, and in our conferencing, audio, video, and word, everything is there. Fine.
Okay.
So your computer, whenever the data is presenting to your computer, the presentation layer is checking that what kind of data is this. So according to that, it will give instructions to application layer, which application is useful or which application is capable to open the data. For example, the best example is if I send an email to you, okay, and if I send something to you on email, when you open that, if the format is not applicable in your system, for example, the format is like that, there is no application in your system to open that particular document. So your browser will show you that this is a PDF format. You can go with Google Sheet, you can go with Google Word, like that. It will give you instructions. You can check with VLC player or you can check with Windows player, like that. You got my point?
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I got it. I got it.
Okay. See, for example, in my system, you are sending me a mail with a PDF file, and I do not have a particular file format application or software which can open PDF file. So what my system will do? My system will give me instructions. My system will give the instructions to user. System is giving instructions to user. Please use Adobe Acrobat. Fine.
Okay.
So this is the work of application layer. Application layer is
Okay.
between the user and system. You got my point?
Okay.
So this whole process is
Ah,
called
yes.
yeah. So this whole process is called encapsulation and de-encapsulation in OSI model. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay. Now we have a TCP IP model. We have seen in that particular model. Now we will see in TCP IP. In TCP IP, we have less layer. Okay. So on TCP IP, we have first one physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, and application layer. Right? The same thing will happen,
Okay.
but here you cannot see the presentation layer and session layer is not there.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, these two layers are not there, but the process will be same. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And this is a good question, that what is the difference between TCP IP and OSI model, right? So you can see here there is no
Yes.
there is no session layer, there is no presentation layer, but the everything will be same. Okay, the working will be same.
Okay.
Okay, now we will see network address, broadcast address, and IP address. According to you, what is network address? According to you, what do you understand about that?
Uh,
Network address.
network address. Network address. Uh, you mentioned one thing yesterday, like IP address can be divided into network address and host address.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
One IP address, it can be categorized into network address and hosted. So network address is a part of IP address. So it is an. That's all I know.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Okay.
So it is within the IP address.
Yes.
For example, our IP address is 192.168.1.2, for example. In that, the network address would be 192.168.1. I think so.
Okay, fine. We will see.
Yeah.
See, network address, one is network address, second one is broadcast address, and the third one is IP address. First of all, we will see what is IP address. IP address is a 32-bit number, unique identity for each and every host. Host means computer. Fine. In the IP network, we should have to have one IP address for each computer. If the computer doesn't have the IP address, it cannot be it cannot transfer any file, it cannot participate in the network, it is no use, dumb device. Fine.
Okay.
And IP address are just like postal address. It is like a postal address. In order to send and receive package through postal systems, every house need a unique postal address, correct?
Yes.
In the similar way, we have IP addresses that is unique to every system. Okay, suppose you have one system in your home and one more system in your home. You have two systems. Connect with them with a LAN cable and try to give IP address, same IP address on both sides. It will not take.
Okay.
Okay, it will not take
Okay.
because in the similar way, in one room, if you have many people, their pet name can be same, but their roll numbers will be different. Correct?
Yes.
You got my point?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So in order to receive and send data or IP packets in IP network, every interface needs a unique IP address. Fine?
Yes. Correct.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Next one, IP address format. IP address format consists of 32 bits. These bits are divided into 4 equal sections. Okay. Sections are separated by periods and written in sequence. Period means you can say dot also.
Okay.
Okay. And every octet will be 8 bits, consist of 8 bits.
Okay.
One octet, second octet, third octet, and fourth octet. 4 into 8, 8 are bits. 32. This is 32
Okay.
bits. Fine?
Okay.
Okay. Next
Okay.
one. Okay. Next one. IP address and components. IP address is just like a locality, area, home addresses, whether it is a postal address or internet protocol IP address. It consists of two parts. Group address and individual address. Group address and individual address. Okay. In a group.
Oh, yes, yes. Actually, yesterday you are explaining about building number and the house numbers.
Correct.
So I think similar to that, right?
Yeah.
So building can have one address, but door numbers would be different.
Correct.
Or house numbers would be different.
Correct. Correct. Now, in a group, the group address is common for all the members, right? In a group, the group address is common for all the members, and the individual address is unique for each member. You got my statement?
Yes.
Group number is same, building number is same, but the house number, the door numbers will be separate and unique for every person. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. In postal system, commonly used in India, group address and individual addresses are known as area address and house address, while in IP network, these addresses are known as network address and host address respectively. I hope you got my point.
Okay.
Correct?
Yes, I got it.
Okay. Next one. Subnet mask. If you see here, subnet mask also are 32 bits. Same thing. But in the subnet mask, in IP address, how many bits are used in network address? What is subnet mask, first of all? Subnet mask.
Not sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, what is subnet mask?
See, the simple and one line definition is subnet. The meaning of subnet mask is it says about how many bits belongs to network part and how many bits belongs to host part. That's it. Only single sentence answer. If you check Google books and all, they will give you different explanation. But the simple sentence is subnet mask is how many bits belongs to network part and how many bits belongs to host part. This is subnet mask, and subnet mask shows that. It shows how many network address. See, how many bits are used in network address and how many bits are left for host address is determined by a subnet mask.
Okay. Okay. So then subnet mask and IP address both are the same, is it?
No, both are different things.
Okay.
See, your
Okay.
first name and your last name both belongs to each other, but both are not same. Correct? Right?
Yes, that is
Right?
correct.
First
Yes.
name, first name and last name. There is no value if somebody is saying your first name in government examination form. If you are filling your first name but you are not filling your last name, then your form may be rejected. Correct?
Yes, yes.
Right? So both are
Yes.
important, but both are not same, but both are associated with each other. That is the important point.
Okay. Okay.
Both are associated
Okay.
with each other. Okay, so just like an IP
Okay.
address, subnet mask is also 32-bit long address and can be written in both binary and decimal notation. Right?
Okay.
We can write in
Okay.
binary and decimal notation also. If I talk about subnet mask, we can write. If I talk about IP address, we can also write both of them. Okay.
Okay.
And the last point here, IP address and subnet mask are always used together. You cannot use separately.
Okay.
Okay, you cannot use separately. Without IP address, subnet mask is just a number and vice versa. It is nothing. Without subnet mask, IP address
Okay.
is nothing. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Fine.
Okay.
IP classes. IP addresses are categorized in 5 classes: A, B, C, D, and E. A, B, C, D, and E. This is Tilak. This is interview question, and I am telling you, I am very damn sure.
Okay.
Whatever I am teaching you,
Okay.
they will ask you these kind of questions only. 101%.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. They will ask you these questions only for L1 and L2 level. They will ask you these questions only, and if you give these answers, they will select you 101%. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
So
You're saying 100. You're saying 101%.
Yeah,
no,
sure.
no product
Because
will.
see, because if a person is selling something from past 10 years or from past 9 years, so he knows that in that area what kind of customer will come, right or wrong?
Yeah, that is correct. Now,
Yeah.
just wanted to inform, like, no product will give 100%, but it seems you are confident.
Yeah, because see, these things are foundations. These things
Okay.
are foundation, and these data will never change. In right.
Okay.
These data
Yeah, this will remain the same.
Yeah.
Right.
And they will ask you
Okay.
they will ask you the same questions only. So IP addresses are categorized in 5 classes: A, B, C, D, and E. Okay. Class A.
Okay.
Class A, first bit of the first byte always remains 0, off. 1 means off.
Okay.
0 means off, and 1 means on.
Okay. On. Okay.
Okay. And in
Okay.
class A, first bit of the first byte first byte means this is your first part. Okay, this is first byte means total 8. Okay, first bit of the first byte, this will be 1 and everything will be 0.
Okay. Okay.
And
only first bit will be 1 and remaining will be 0.
Correct.
This is for class A.
Correct, right? Correct. In class B, first bit of first byte will remain on. Okay. 1 minute. The first bit, see, for in class A, first bit of the first byte always remain off, correct? Always remain off.
Hmm.
Here in class B,
Mm-hmm.
first bit of first byte always remain on, and the second
Okay.
bit of the first byte always remain off
Mm-hmm.
in class
Okay.
B. In class C, first two bits of first byte always remain on, and the third bit of the first byte always remain off, right? So,
Okay.
and these are
Okay.
the range 0 to 127.
Okay.
If value in first byte is in the range is 0, if it is 0 to 127, you will say this is a class A IP address. If I will give you the IP address
Okay.
like this one.
That is class A.
Yeah, so this is
Class
class A.
A. Yes.
You will see only first octet.
Mm-hmm.
You will see only first
Okay.
octet, then you can find out. If value in first byte, if I say first byte or I say first octet, both are same, correct?
Yes.
Correct now?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Next one. If value in first byte in range 192 to 223, it is a class C address.
Okay.
Last one. If value in first byte is in range of 224 to 239, it is class D address.
Okay.
Fine?
Okay.
Okay. The next one, IP address range. These are the range. Class A
Okay.
starting from
Class B.
0
0
to,
to 127.
yeah, 0 to
Class A.
1, yeah.
It's saying class E. Okay. Class E is also there. Okay.
The page will come on your screen. Yeah, now it came.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah. So this is a class A range, and the next one is class B. Class B range starts from 128.0.0.0 to 191.255.255.255. Class,
Okay.
yeah, class C 192.0.0.0 to 223.255.255.255.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I'll tell you something here. Do you have a bike or car?
Actually, I have an Activa. It is a vehicle. Yeah, it's a bike. You can say.
Okay. Okay. Bike.
Gearless bike.
Okay. Okay. If you see the speedometer,
Okay.
it is something like that, no?
Yeah, there are some values in that.
Okay. And each one will have 0 to 9.
Yes, correct. Yeah, it will be from 0 to 9.
Okay, correct now?
Yes.
Okay, now see on your screen, class A range is from 0.0.0.0 to 127.255.255.255. Correct?
Yes.
In the similar way, in computer networking, we have a range of 0 to 255 only in every octet. This is
Okay.
one. This is one octet, right? This is second octet. This is third octet. This is fourth octet. Correct?
Yes. Yes.
So from 0.0.0.0, when it will go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then it will reach to 127.255.255.255. Correct?
Yes.
And if you do plus 1, here if you do plus 1, what will be the answer?
That will be 128.255.
No. You have to do plus 1 from
Okay.
here. +1.
+1 where? Okay.
You have to do +1 from
Okay.
here, +1.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you do +1 in 255, then it will become 256, correct?
Oh yes, yes, correct. It will
Correct
be
now?
256.
Yeah, but in
Yes.
computer networking, there is no 256. After 255, if you +1 in 255, it will become 0.
Oh, okay.
Now it will become,
Okay.
yeah, now it will become 0 and carry 1 next side here.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
It will also become 0.
Okay.
Now carry 1 more here. With this, it will become 0.
Yes. Yes. Correct.
Now carry 1 here. 127 plus 120 plus 127 plus 1, it will become 128.
Okay. Okay.
Right? So this
Okay.
128,
Yes.
so this 128 will come here.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
You got my point?
So it is like our speedometer. It is like our speedometer only. After 9, it will become 0.
Yeah.
And the next one will become 1.
Exactly.
For example, it becomes 1. Okay.
Correct.
If it's 1009, and if it becomes 10, it will become 1010.
Correct. Absolutely.
Okay. 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 Got
Okay,
it.
done.
Yes.
Okay, so now see on your left hand side, class B. See your class B range 128 to 128.0.0.0 to 191.255.255.255, correct?
Yes. Yes.
And see the class C starting address. If you
Yes.
see the class C starting address, you can see if you do +1 in the class B last address, right, ending address. If you do +1, you will get starting address of class C
Yes. Yes. Correct.
here.
Yes.
Okay, so in this way, we have a IP address range. You have to remember all these range verbally. And
Okay.
in this,
Okay.
I will tell you one more thing. 0.0.0.0, this address represents all network.
Oh. Okay.
This address represent all address. Always remember the meaning of this. This is very
Okay.
important.
Okay.
This address represent all networks. And the second one is 127.0.0.0 to 127.255.255.255. This IP range is reserved for loopback testing. Okay.
Okay.
If
What is that?
It is loopback testing. I will tell you.
Okay.
Right now, if you are using your computer, go to command prompt.
Yes. Okay. Command prompt. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I opened it.
Yeah. Now type ping 127.0.0.1. Check what will be the answer.
It's it gave reply.
What kind
Pinging.
of? Sorry.
It gave the results pinging, and it gave reply.
No. In reply, what is saying?
Reply from 127.0.1. It is giving reply.
No. I am asking.
Packet sent 4.
Yeah.
Packet sent 4, received 4, lost 0. That's what it says.
Okay. It is 1 minute. When you ping 127.0.0.1, it is telling you that your LAN card is active. It is the way to check the
Okay,
LAN
okay,
card. Your LAN card is active, you
okay,
can connect your system with internet. If your LAN card is not
okay,
active and then you ping 127.0.0.1, it will not give you reply.
mm,
It will show destination
oh,
unreachable
okay,
or some other different kind of error, or it will show you request
oh, okay,
timeout.
okay,
Request timeout.
okay,
Fine.
okay,
Okay. And second use of 127.0.0.1, it is also known as loopback address. It is mainly used by ISP. Loopback address
okay,
is, loop means if you are starting from this position,
mm-hmm,
1 minute. If you are starting from this position and going here, you will reach to the same position.
okay,
Loop means starting and the last point, right? Starting and ending point will be same. Starting and ending
okay,
point will be same. So in the loopback
okay,
testing, ISP uses 127.0.0.1. This is a loopback testing.
mm, okay,
Okay. And the next
okay,
one is 224.0.0.0 to 239.255.255.255. This is class D.
okay,
This is class D. It is useful for, it
okay,
is reserved for, actually, it is reserved for multicast address.
okay.
Multicast address, if you
Yeah, what
have,
is multicast?
okay, I will tell you. Suppose this is our one room,
Okay,
and in one room we have one switch, the middle one is a switch, and there are
okay,
PC. There are 5 to 10 PCs are there,
okay,
and PC1, 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, and this is 6. If PC1 is talking to PC2, if PC1 is talking to 25245, if PC1
okay,
is talking to 2, if PC1 is talking to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, correct? There are three
okay,
conditions. PC1 is talking to PC2. This is unicast, 1 to 1.
okay,
PC1 to PC245. This is 1 to many.
okay,
1 to many. And PC1
okay,
is talking to all other computers, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is broadcast.
oh, okay,
Right now I am talking to
okay,
you. Yeah, right now I am talking to you. This is one to one communication. Unicast example.
okay,
Radio communication, unicast.
okay,
Whenever, for
okay,
example, walkie talkie, one to one communication, unicast.
okay,
Correct?
okay,
Yeah. And
yes,
if there is somebody in my room also, then it will be a multicast, one to many. And if I'm using a loudspeaker, whole building will listen. This is broadcast.
okay, okay, okay.
Okay.
But yesterday you said about switch, right? Like if PC1 wants to communicate with PC2,
Correct.
it will only transmit it to PC2 only.
Correct.
It will, yeah.
Correct.
But
Correct.
does switch do multicast also then? Does
Switch.
it actually transmit to other systems also?
Yes.
Oh, okay,
See, by default, a switch is a broadcast. by default, switch creates a broadcast
Okay.
domain. First time.
Okay.
First time.
Okay.
Yeah, first time. It is just an example.
Yes, yes, yes.
It is just an example. And
Yeah.
if switch,
Oh, okay.
if switch doesn't know about any MAC address of any new systems, definitely it will broadcast.
Oh, okay, 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 got it.
Correct?
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah. After that, class E. Class E is responsible for future use, and it is also used. It is used by scientific research purpose. Class E.
Okay. Okay.
The last one, 242.0.0.0 to 255.255.255.254. It is class C
Okay.
IP range, and it is used for future use as well as for research and scientific purpose. This class is used. Okay.
Okay.
And the last
Okay.
one, this is a broadcast address 255.255.255.255. This address represents all hosts. Okay. And this is fine. We can also use only the addresses available between the network address and the broadcast. Okay. Next one.
Okay.
IP address and network address.
Okay.
IP address and network address. So here an IP address is the combination of two separate address. One is network address and the second one is host address. If we include, see, if I'm talking about IP address, on the other side, if I'm talking about network address, both are different. Don't confuse. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
An IP address is the combination of two separate address, network address and host address. If we exclude host address from IP address, it will become network address.
Okay.
Okay. For example, if I have this IP address, can you tell me the class? Which class?
This is class A.
Okay. And what will be the default subnet mask of class A? The default. Tell me.
Default means it will be 0.0.0.0.
No. See, default subnet mask of class A is 255.0.0.0.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, that is the default subnet mask, is
yes,
it?
Yes,
okay.
Yes, exactly. Default subnet mask. Okay. See, in the default, always remember, if I have a class A, then this one, the first octet from your left hand side, the first octet, default subnet mask value will be all 1. In one octet, we have 8 bits, right?
Yes.
So if I put all 8 bits, if I have all 8 bits, this is decimal value, and the binary, I'm very sorry, this is binary value, and the decimal value will be 255.
Okay.
The decimal value of 255, the binary value of 255 is 8 times 1.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
Right?
Okay, that is the binary value.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is the binary value.
Okay.
So if I have the IP address like this one, 1 minute, it will show you. screen is. The screen is stuck, right?
Yeah, I can only see the screen, IP address and network address screen.
Yeah. Now I change the next. 1 minute. I'm typing here, but you are unable to see that.
Yes.
It will come.
Okay.
One minute, huh?
Okay.
It will come.
Okay.
It is not coming now.
No.
It is not coming. I'm changing my screen.
Oh, right. Okay. Shall I disconnect and connect again?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me do that.
Okay. Okay.
Now also it's the same.
What is happening?
It didn't change.
1 minute. I am what I will do. I will stop the screen sharing, and then
Okay.
I will share it again. 1 minute.
Okay.
Yeah. Now it came. Correct.
Oh, again I see the same IP address screen.
हाँ ठीक है correct
Okay.
right
Okay.
okay so IP address
Yes.
and network address, the difference is that IP address is similar to like that 10.0.0.1, correct?
Okay. Yes.
If I remove the building address from your door from your flat number, then your building number is your network address and your floor number or your door number or your flat number is your IP address, correct?
Can you repeat that again?
Okay, wait, see here.
Okay.
I have one example here, and top of that I have one more example 10.0.0.1
Okay.
255.2.0.0.0. This is a subnet mask,
Okay.
and this is IP address. Okay.
Okay.
What is the definition of subnet mask? It shows that how many bits belongs to network part and how many bits belongs to host part.
Host part.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm repeating again. How many bits belongs to network part? Here the first bit, the first octet is 255. If I convert this into binary 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, how many bits are
Okay.
on here? How many bits?
So there we have 24 bits.
No.
If we separate host will have 24 bits.
No. Host will have.
Okay.
Correct. Good.
Host will have 24 bits, right? And
correct.
network address will have 8 bits.
8
because
bits.
you told 255.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
You are right. So this is the IP address 10.0.0.1.
Okay.
If I remove the host part, if I remove or make it 0 to host part, it will show you the network ID.
Okay.
So what will be the network? So what will be the network ID? 10 is your.
It will be 255.
Yeah. So this is 255
I mean,
part.
sorry, 10 is the network ID and correct.
So this is your network ID. Network ID is 10.0.0.0. In the network ID, all the 8 bits of first octet or second octet or all first 3 octet will be 1 in the network ID of class C. First 2 octet will be 1 for class B. First octet or first 8 bits from 32 bits will be our network part in class A. You got my point?
Okay. Yes. I got it.
Yeah, that is why the class A default subnet mask is 255.0.0.0. This is class A subnet mask. Class B default subnet mask 255.255.0.0. See, network.
Okay.
255.
Yes.
And the class C default subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. Got my point?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So if I remove the building number from your house, it will give only door number 7, 3rd floor. That is a unique identity of Tilak or Shailesh. Correct?
Okay.
My unique.
Yes, that is right.
Yeah, my unique identity in this building is Shailesh belongs to door number 7, 3rd floor. That's it. My unique ID is not building number 699. So I can remove that. So this is the first one. Is my network ID. If I join this also, it will give me something or it will show something else. Okay, so the network ID, in the network ID, the network part is all 1 or it will be something from 0 to 250, from 1 to 255 and other part is 0.
Okay.
You got my point? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, the next one is IP address versus host address. IP address versus host address.
Okay.
IP operations such as a building, network address or host address and subnetting are always performed in the host portion of the IP address. We can turn on and off host bits as per requirement. In class A, B, C, last 24 bits See, for class A, 24 bits belongs to host part, correct?
Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes. Correct.
Here, this is the
Correct.
host part. For class B, last two
Yes.
octet, 16 bits belongs to host. And class C, only
Okay.
last 8 bit belongs to host part.
Okay.
Last 8 bit. Okay.
Okay.
Now, private IP address versus public IP addresses. Now, can you
Okay.
tell me what is your public IP address? If you are checking on Google, check on Google, type what is my public IP address, and tell me the range.
Okay. 1 minute. Okay. 1 minute. Let me type.
Hmm.
What is my public IP address? Is it?
Yeah. On Google, type what is my public IP address.